Michy Batshuayi showed Chelsea what they were missing with a debut double for new side Borussia Dortmund after his deadline day loan switch to the Bundesliga. And it was the Chelsea show throughout, as all three of Dortmund's goals came from former Blues, Andre Schürrle firing in to win it for the away side late on. Bottom club Cologne deserve a mention, twice coming from behind to make it 2 apiece with 6 minutes to play in a topsy-turvy tie, but Dortmund ended their winless run to move second in the table. Debutant Batshuayi said, after making his Dortmund bow, "I am very happy with my 2 goals, but of course the most important thing today is the win," he told German Eurosport. "It was the first game. It was not easy. I'm just happy about these 3 points. We want to climb as high as possible in the table and try to win every match." And his new coach, Peter Stoger, added, "That was an incredibly important victory. We were not perfect in the second half, and if we had lost the match there would certainly be lots of questions. Luckily it is not that way, so we are in the group fighting for Europe. Games like that are not for the faint of heart. The victory is good for us, and Michy's debut is, of course, fantastic, especially after the weeks of discussion." Batshuayi was named in the starting lineup just 2 days after arriving in Germany on deadline day, taking the place of now Arsenal striker Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang in the Dortmund attack. And it took just half an hour for the Belgian to show his worth, firing Jeremy Toljan's cross past Timo Horn and into the back of the net. The Chelsea man thought he had a second goal just minutes before the halftime break when he flicked in from close range, but it was disallowed for offside. Batshuayi was joined by his teammates to celebrate, and the scoreline had changed to 2-0 before confusion reigned and the strike was eventually disallowed late on. It is not clear whether it was the linesman's decision or a late look at VAR.Regardless, the game went on at 1-0 and Dortmund took their lead into the break. Before Friday night, it was 3 straight draws for the struggling side, and fans in the away end appeared delighted that looked set to change. Alas, their delight turned to distress on the hour mark when halftime substitute Simon Voller took advantage to level things up. In truth, he cannot be given full credit for the goal.Dortmund goalkeeper Roman Burki, so often at fault this season, parried an initial shot into the one place he needed not to, right onto Voller's head. No need to panic, though, because there was a superhero at Rhein-Energia-Stadion, and he goes by the name of Batman. Just 2 minutes later, Batshuayi was played through by American international Christian Pulisic, slotting under Horn from a tight angle to restore the lead. Cue a tongue-out celebration.a message to Chelsea's hierarchy, perhaps. Again, though, this topsy-turvy game took another twist. Of late, you can't predict what Dortmund will do next, and invariably they seem to throw away points. Burki, looking ropey still, was left in no man's land at a corner, and, facing the wrong way, Jorge Mir managed to head past the keeper to make it 2-2. The Spanish centre-back has been labelled the next Sergio Ramos by some, and what a time to come up with his first goal of the season. Jadon Sancho was brought on by Dortmund in the aftermath, the 17-year-old former Manchester City man tasked with nicking the winner for his new side. Instead, it was another former Premier League player who made all the difference in Cologne. Andre Schürrle, a regular at Stamford Bridge 2 years before Batshuayi's arrival, popped up with the all-important goal. Driving into the box, he fired past the keeper to send Dortmund's fans into raptures high in the corner of the stadium. They were not particularly good value for the victory, but in the end the 3 points will be all that matters after a mad game just an hour's drive from Dortmund. Batshuayi, meanwhile, limped off battered and bruised following a fast-paced, furious introduction to German football.